Alrighty. Yeah. Swing. Okay, so we've got a tee shot here on 4. It was actually quite a decent one. Yeah, mate, there's a lot to like about your game. Yeah, we've got some neatening up to do rather than technical work. Setup is okay. I'm going to explain and talk to you a little bit about this right forearm and right hand. It's a little bit sort of around and on top of the club. And it does create a little bit of face issues. Rest of the setup I love. Okay, so like how you play, just nice, calm, simple, repetitive golf. I really like it. Okay, so little things we're going to work on, especially in the beginning. Okay, it's just to create some neater movements, and then we're going to see how those manifest. But club positions, angles and planes and stuff, really good. Okay, so setting up just down the left here. Okay, little double check. Okay, let's move those. Okay, as you can see in the takeaway, and we'll see it more from the other angle, it's a little bit of habit, a little bit of right leg. Okay, but there's quite a lateral and then a loss of height, like a dip down, a real sit down, and a loss of height. Okay, and then from here, the right forearm grip comes into play. And this sort of opening action here, you can imagine sort of where your right palm is facing now. Okay, really open the club face a lot very early in the swing. Okay, so a little bit of that takeaway and trigger move is going to make things a little neater and better as well. Okay, so just 2 unnecessary moves. They're not necessarily bad or anything, just unnecessary. Okay, and then from there you finish the backswing nicely. Okay, nice club positions, nice body positions. Okay. Start down with a little leg press. That's good. We like that. Arm depth and swing plane, just beautiful. Position to deliver the club from, really good. Okay, and then here's when we sort of start to stand up again. You can see how you're now backing out with your head in your chest. Trying to make room. And we can see how open the club face is. Okay, so your target is there. Okay, and you can see a very acute angle there with the club face quite open. So quite difficult to then hit that ball on line consistently. Okay, rotate the club back to square. Okay, you've got to stand up quite a lot in order to do that. This one you didn't get square, so it starts out right. And though it was okay, I think you can see how sort of it would lead to inconsistencies. Okay, so a lot of good stuff in the movement patterns, in the planes, in the arm depth, all really good. Body works nicely. Okay, but we just got to cut out these unnecessary moves and then obviously stop rotating the face so much. It makes the game very difficult. Okay, so we're going to see similar things with the irons, and here we're having to aim quite far left to compensate for that. So you can see the shoulders are very open here. Okay, this is on 14. Right forearm's a little bit better with the shorter club, but the right hand is still a little more on top of the club than we would like. Okay, it's to compensate for those same 2 moves. So first move. Okay, so essentially we try and hit the ball somewhere there. I mean, maybe even there. Okay, so you can see it's not going to help too much. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, the right leg snap and dip of the head in the takeaway, and then obviously the face quite wide open. So we're going to soften and figure out that trigger movement. Continue to dip on this one actually, and then get in quite a nice position at the top. Completely different from where you started, but quite a nice position. Nice transition and start of the downswing from there. And the issue obviously is that face being wide open. Okay, the club face should be approximately square to your torso, so somewhere there. So that's 40 degrees open, it's quite a lot. Okay, that's where the aiming left and stuff comes in, isn't it? Okay, and then kind of try to get back online, but again, you can see how open the face is. Try and stall your body and flick it closed. Doesn't work in time. And obviously that ball goes a little weak and right. Okay. Okay, so we'll see how it manifests from these angles. Okay, so there's the dip in the head and the sort of snap of the right leg and the right hip. Okay, face also opening, so it's kind of a dip. You see how the left shoulder and head go down. Okay, then we try to go around. So that part's good. The going around and setting the club at the top's really good. Change of direction, not bad, but now we're backing out and leaning back and obviously trying to flick the club to get it square. You can see that sort of chicken wing narrow left arm against your torso. Okay, those are the kind of things we're going to try and get rid of. Okay, so really, really good movements, really good planes and ideas. We just got to work on the setup, and then obviously controlling that height, and then controlling the face rotation. Okay. Come on, mate. Okay, so you can kind of see the issues we're going to try and work on and stuff. A lot of good movement patterns. Really, strength of your game is here, finishing the backswing, starting the downswing. Okay, real strengths of your games. And definitely coordination, a lot of hand-eye coordination. I just think you play it kind of simply and compactly as well. So I really like that. The body work is very good. The body rotation is very good. So nice, simple game. So we're just going to start shaving some shots here as we go. Don't get caught up in all that stuff. Okay, I just like to do a full assessment, full explanation. Okay, I will design the drills accordingly to sort of rectify those things. We just work on a couple of things at a time, just slowly create these new sort of feels or eradicate bad stuff by creating new stuff. That's how we get rid of the bad stuff. So don't get too caught up in it. It's just my explanation, and I will track it and slowly push us in that correct direction. Okay, so just quickly start with short game. Okay, so obviously, as we said, a little further from the ball, sort of a little more rounded action, and most importantly, allowing that club to bounce, right? We've got to allow that club to bounce. Okay, so make sure that you kind of finish the pivot and just let that club bounce. Okay, and all I want you to do with the chipping, it was already better out there on Friday anyway. Okay, I just want you to put one ball just outside the toe of the wedge. Okay, and don't get lazy with it. Don't hit this one and then that one. Okay, and that little more rounded action. Okay, and just let the club bounce. Just chip it nicely. Leave that ball there and keep cracking on. And just build a little bit of confidence with A, bouncing the club, okay, and B, finding the middle, not hitting the hosel. Okay, so that ball's there to deter you. Okay, don't put it here. It's a waste of time. Okay, if you're out the heel, you should hit that ball and disturb someone there, either on the chipping green on the range, and like, oh, sorry. Okay, so just a little further from the ball, a little more rounded, bounce the club, and don't disturb that ball. Okay, so let's start at a point where we're going to try and, let's do 20 as a sort of warm-up. Okay, but remember, we're not hitting them 40 meters, we're hitting them, or 60 meters, we're hitting them 10, 15 meters. Okay, so just 20 as a warm-up, and just track for me out of 20, how many did you hit well? Okay, right, into the swing work, right. So the setup obviously needs to change, okay, and then our takeaway, our trigger needs to change. So we can't start the swing, well, actually with rotation. We can't start the swing like that. Okay, it's right hip, it's height control, the weight shift's not quite right, but Doesn't matter, we can't do that, right? So we're going to work on the takeaway, and we're going to work on keeping our height, okay? Taking everything away gently, so don't worry about shifting weight or anything. Just turn gently with the left shoulder and make sure it doesn't dip. So keep the height of the left shoulder and keep the face facing the golf ball. That's going to be our new sort of takeaway thought, okay? So little drills we're going to do, right? We're going to do the shut and hold drill. Now the shut and hold drill means the face is shut on the way back, so not even square, yours is open. Okay, so it's shut there, half swings, okay? And then you hold the face square by turning your body. That should be easy for you, all right? But in order to do it correctly, we actually have to stand too close to the golf ball, all right? So we stand a little closer than we would like to, slightly narrower stance, okay? And now obviously if you dip, you're either going to back out and kind of top it, okay, or you're going to shank it. Okay, so it's going to force you. And obviously when we go back to full stance, it's going to be a lot easier. So it must be uncomfortable, the drill, right? So a little closer to the ball, a little narrower, take it back shut, okay, and then hold it, and then hold off the release with a little bit of body rotation. That should be fine for you. Okay, and all you're trying to do there is hold the face, okay, or shut the face, shall we say, okay, and then hold it through and just find the middle of the club. That's really what we're trying to do, not overthinking it. So it's shut here, find the middle of the club. Okay, little hold off shots. Okay, and just like it, you can use like an 8-iron and just hit them 60, 70 meters down the range as we go. All right, so once you've done a few of those, let's do five of those. Okay, then we're going to get into our swing work. So 5 of those with an 8-iron. Then we're going to get into our swing work. And what we're concentrating on, okay, first thing is in the setup. Shoulders more closed. Okay, we're going to have to release this right hand, get the right elbow in and underneath so the right forearm is facing there. Okay, then rotate only your wrist back to square. So we don't want to be like this. Okay, so you can see even that's affecting my shoulder alignment. And then as soon as we take it away, the face is going to open. Okay, so close off the shoulders, get the right elbow in and underneath. Okay, you can move the right hand only. See my elbow didn't move. Okay, once we set in, then our takeaway is keeping the height, so no dipping, keeping the height and keeping the face square. Okay, so I want you to go there, nice and tall, go there. Okay, then finish the swing and hit it. Okay, so you're going to do 3 like that, and then you're going to do 2 normal swings, where you're obviously trying to feel the same takeaway. So 3 of those, okay, and then 3 normal swings, trying to feel the same position. Keep your height, keep the face square, and off you go. Okay, so 3 with the stop there. Don't change your height when you're doing it. Stop there. Check it. That's cool. That's all good. My height's the same. The face is a bit shut. Cool. Look back at the ball. Finish the swing and hit it. Okay, so then you've done all of those reps with an 8-iron. You've done 5 shut and holds. You've done 3 takeaway and check, finish and go, and then you've done 2 normal swings, a round of 10. Okay, then you can switch clubs, go to 6-iron, same thing, a little closer, a little narrower, shut and hold, shut it, see that was square, it wasn't shut. Okay, shut, shouldn't look at it. You can send me videos. Shut, hold it through, find the middle of the face, 5 of those. 3 with the takeaway. Keep your height, keep the face on line. Cool, I'm happy. Finish, hit, and then your 2 normal ones to finish. Okay, that's another 10, and maybe a couple more rounds, depending on what club you have. Okay, that's enough. That's a lot of work for the first week. Okay, that's all I need from you right now. Okay, if you do manage to putt, okay, I just want you to do a bit of putting with the towel. So towel under the armpits. Okay, just like we gently spoke about. Okay, we just want to keep everything moving together, not get disconnected through the putt, through the hitting area, through the strike and the release. Okay, so we just want to learn to release the putter and our body and our arms all together. Okay, so this is the action we're looking for, not that. Okay, just a little pivot of the chest. Okay, nice, soft, controlled, connected release. Okay, so if you manage to do putting with the towel under the armpits, please. Okay, plenty of work. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if you need anything. Feel free to send a few videos to review if there's been a change already. Okay, and then sort of let me know how it's feeling, what your feels are, etc., etc., etc. But this is really our work for the next couple of weeks. Definitely that takeaway. It's just such a big move for us to try and sort out. Okay, shoulder alignment, right elbow, but the hands there, not on top. Okay, and then you get into your work from there. Okay, thanks, my mate. I will talk to you soon. Enjoy your practice.